Well, hello there, fellow geeks and geekettes, and welcome to yet another video. Now, this is the review of The Mandalorian, episode 5 of season 2, or The Jedi. I did not do a review about the last episode because I just didn't feel like making any reviews that week, and honestly, there was the expectation of Ahsoka Tano being in episode 5, so I couldn't really think about anything else than the next episode. But if you wish that I make a review about episode 4 of Mandalorian season 2, well, just let me know in the comments down below and I will gladly do so. Now, apart from Ahsoka Tano being in this particular episode, which I think knows the entire internet already, there are going to be other spoilers, some more spoiler material. So if you haven't seen the Jedi episode of Mando Season 2, leave and watch the episode and then come back if you wish so. How I want to do these reviews from now on is to just point out the things that I enjoyed the most or that made me scream with pleasure as far as my geekiness go. So right off the bat, just look at her. Firstly, she looks exactly as everybody imagined a live-action Ahsoka Tano to look like, a mature adult Ahsoka that we, of course, first encountered in the Clone Wars and then in the Rebels. And Rosario Dawson portrayed Ahsoka masterfully. I have to say that I enjoyed every single microsecond of her being Ahsoka, and I don't know how it looks on camera, but her lightsabers were white, and let me just say, she used the lightsabers enough. It really did make up for all the episodes of The Mandalorian that did not include lightsabers. And honestly, I don't think anybody missed lightsabers being in The Mandalorian. It is created, or it has been created so far, so masterfully and so awesomely that, firstly, both the hardcore fans and people who have never seen Star Wars enjoy The Mandalorian every single episode, and secondly, you just learn to view The Mandalorian TV show as an expanded universe stories about a bounty hunter and the child, or, well, he has a name, but we will get there. So we didn't really need to see any lightsabers, or at least I haven't missed the use of lightsabers or really any depiction of Jedi in The Mandalorian. This being said, everybody in the midst of our heart, in the core of our hearts, everybody wanted at least a cameo of some sort of Jedi character using lightsaber, right? We didn't miss it, but we wished, and we finally saw one entire episode with a fan favorite character, a fantastic character, one of my personal favorites, Ahsoka Tano. And as I said, once again, absolutely excited about seeing her, about seeing Rosario Dawson, whom I first seen in Clerks 2, and I loved her there. That was the times when Kevin Smith was still a very good filmmaker. Now, the next thing I was very pleased about was Michael Biehn as one of the captains, or the villain captains in the episode. And the instant I saw him, I was just extremely excited, and I told myself, oh yeah, of course, he plays a soldier, and he was very, very good. And what I especially, it was directed by Dave Filoni, this episode. This means very good directing, a lot of fan service, and a lot of homages to old school films. There were these two scenes when Ahsoka Tano was fighting with the female villain, and Mandalorian was facing Michael Biehn, and so we were jumping from one scene to another, from one fight or one encounter to another. and there was this sort of beautiful mixture between a Western and almost Akira Kurosawa-style Japanese samurai movie, which is, of course, the part when Ahsoka was fighting. There was the Japanese Akira Kurosawa part, and the shootout between the Mando and the Michael Biehn character was like a typical Western. So I loved, cherished, and adored this mixture of the two completely different yet very close film styles and filmmaking styles. The next thing, of course, everybody was excited about was Grogu. We know his name now, so we can still call him Baby Yoda. I think a lot of us will call him Baby Yoda for a long time. We may call him the child, but he's got a name officially. He's called Grogu, and I think it's a very, very, very cool name. Two-syllable name as well as Yoda. As far as names in science fiction stories, I think, and it is the fact, that the shorter the name is, the better, because it's very good for remembering, and it's very catchy. Grogu, Grogu, Yoda, Grogu. Love it. Love it. Absolutely fantastically. Of course, baby. See? Baby. I wanted to say Baby Yoda. Grogu. As usual, he was one of the highlights of the episode. Extremely cute. And a very complex character. As we get to know, he's got history. Like, man. He goes way back to the, to the prequel episode. So, once again, spoilers, getting to know that he was actually raised in the Jedi Temple on Coruscant and trained by several Jedi Masters, and then hidden, and then kidnapped, and then he had to suppress his memories and his powers, and like, Jesus fucking Christ, that was amazing to know. And his encounter with Ahsoka Tano actually speaking about Yoda, and about Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader, and that it is very dangerous for Baby Yoda to have some sort of attachment to Din Djarin, to Mandalorian, because if you want to be Jedi, you have to some sort of, abandon your emotions and your fear and your anger and your suffering, because that leads to the dark side. And I loved it. Filoni, you are my god. Thank you very much indeed. And the name drop. The name drop we were all crazy about. The instant it dropped, I screamed like a maniac, and I was watching it with my parents, and they jumped up. They were so, shocked that I screamed so much, and that's of course this bad mofo. Grand Admiral Thrawn got name dropped. So, man, who knows? Will we see Grand Admiral Thrawn in the next episodes? Maybe in the next season? We do not bloody know. We saw Boba Fett. We saw Ahsoka Tano. Will we see Grand Admiral? Well, that remains to be seen. And this is basically my top 5 of the Mandalorian Episode 5, Season 2, which so far was my absolutely favorite episode, from what I can remember. So what about you, my friends? Let me know in the comments down below if you share my opinion or if your opinions differ in any way. And of course, do not forget to dislike this video if you don't like it, or like this video if you like it, and subscribe to this unimportant channel of an unimportant geek talking about unimportant things. Well, that will be really all. May the Force be with you, and goodbye.